Welcome back to The Exchange. Just as the U.S. is trying to slow access to American AI models, China is making them more available, and that could have big consequences. Deirdre Bosa has more in today's Tech Check. Deirdre?
Hey, Kelly, so this is really the paradox at the heart of the AI trade right now. America is slowing just as China is speeding up. And now there are signs that Chinese labs are no longer competing on cost. They may actually be reaching the frontier in some of the most sensitive AI capabilities, like cybersecurity. So the policy fight here, it is likely just heating up. Limiting access to Anthropic's and OpenAI's most powerful models, that has given Chinese labs an opening. And we have seen a number of companies like Coinbase, Airbnb, Shopify shift at least some of their workloads to these open source Chinese models. And now people I talk to say that the next focus in Washington, it could be the Chinese models themselves, including a decision whether to restrict or even ban them. But that could backfire. If the U.S. blocks Chinese models at home, that will not stop developers, companies, governments outside of the U.S. from building on them. In fact, it could push China to move even faster and position itself as the alternative to U.S.-controlled AI. And so the ecosystem is the bigger risk here. If Chinese open-source models become the foundation, the way that Android became the default mobile operating system for much of the world, then China doesn't just get users, but it gets influence, a say in the standards, the defaults, the rules of the next AI stack or system. So, guys, the question for Washington, it's whether it can protect national security without handing the next AI ecosystem to China. And for American AI labs, Kelly, the question is, will they go open source to counter these very capable models out of China like GLM 5.2? Right now, it is just NVIDIA pursuing this route with Nemotron because it is incentivized to do so. The major AI labs, less incentivized to do so.
It's complicated. We have the journal saying that China has matched Anthropic in cybersecurity, Deirdre. With this company, 360 Security, their new bug-finding tool called Too Long Fang, comparable to Mythos in finding bugs. Ironically, the Chinese stock market is not even doing that well, which is kind of frustrating people who thought that might be a great play on this. But in terms of the models themselves, I don't know what a better U.S. approach would be here. What are you hearing?
So, for years, actually, a lot of the people I talk to says that the U.S. must pursue open source. We must have an ecosystem that people are willing to build on. That just hasn't happened. There's NVIDIA, as I mentioned. Reflection AI is another company that is looking at this. And the problem is that open source is hard to monetize. So China treats this as sort of a strategic and national ambition to have the world build on their open source models. Whereas, our frontier labs, OpenAI and Anthropic, their business model depends on charging for their APIs, charging for usage of the best AI that there is. However, the Chinese now are getting close. So a lot of companies are making that decision. We are going to use AI that is good enough, or really almost as good as the leading models out of the U.S., and that has sort of put us in this place. So a lot of the folks I talk to, they still say that America needs to take open source seriously. Typically, that has sort of been in the public sphere, right? Universities, but that's not happening right now. There's funding issues, so it's left up to companies, and we'll see how that evolves.